Hello BookTube, it's Tag Tuesday, and you may notice the setup could be possibly a bit different because my laptop of 7 years has finally bit the dust. It was on life support for a year. You could only use it while charging for like a good year, and yesterday it just decided it's gone. Rest in peace. F in the comments, whatever they say. And so I'm filming this on my poor quality Samsung phone, so we'll see how we go. But this is what my video is going to look like from now on because it's not worth investing in another laptop, at least for me, because I only use it for BookTube pretty much. But anyway, we have a very, very, very fun tag today. This is the BookTube Reflections Tag. This was created by Mike at Bibliophile Bookscape, so go check out his channel. He's a legend. And there's some lovely questions here, so let's start. Number one, what kind of reader were you before starting BookTube? And I was a very adventurous reader. I read so much different genres and all that. And as soon as I joined BookTube, over a year ago now, I completely regressed. I read so many classics too. That was like my whole thing. Pretty much my entire life was just classics and, occasional romance and all that to the side. But now I barely read classics. Like, unless it's for like a reading event or a buddy read, I barely go back to classics now. And it's just because I'm accepting I'm a historical romance girly at heart. I've put it to the side for a while, but now it's really coming out, especially since I've started BookTube, and for some reason that's the type of videos I make. And trust me, there's going to be so much more coming soon. But yeah, so pretty much I was a way more adventurous reader before starting BookTube, but now I've pretty much just niched down to my favorites. But I still do nonfiction, I still do new releases and all that, so I'm not completely reversed from my normal reading taste. It's just I've niched down as a reader since I've started BookTube. Number two, has BookTube changed your reading taste? Again, no, but it's niched down my reading taste, especially because I'm making videos about them and I think, oh, I may as well make videos about my favorite books or favorite genres. And so, yeah, but it's just really highlighted what are my favorite genres. Three, what's a genre you never expected to enjoy? And for me, that was always westerns. I read a handful over the last couple of years, and now that we're in June on the Range, I'm like, I could pick up another Louis L'Amour or Zane Grey or something like that. Because normally when I think of westerns, I thought of like the bodice rippers, like Sweet Savage Love, which I'm gonna read for June on the Range now. And I'm very excited to do it because I haven't read that famous bodice ripper. But yeah, westerns really, because I always thought they were just so manly and just not my cup of tea. But I read The Shootist, I've read True Grit, I've done a couple of Zane Grey novels and Louis L'Amour, and I actually really enjoy them. So probably westerns is the biggest one. Number four, what's the most weirdest or random book you own? And I probably have two choices for here. I've recently found Credence by Penelope Douglas, which I'm going to show off in a haul later on. But it's a pretty weird book if you know it. I haven't read it, but I really want to read it just out of morbid curiosity. But I think the weirdest book I own is I have a physical copy of The Pickle for the Knowing Ones by the great Timothy Dexter. So those are probably the two. Number five, what's your I can't believe I still haven't read this book yet book? And I've got two, but probably the biggest, like most famous book I haven't read yet is the Divine Comedy. I haven't read Dante yet. I just haven't gotten to him. Same as Virgil. I've done all the other Romans, like like all of them pretty much, except I just haven't done Virgil and Dante. And it's become such a joke now with my friends. I can't read Dante now because it's I don't know, but I've read Augustine multiple times. I've done Aquinas. I've done Kemp, Norwich. I've done all of them. I just haven't done Dante. I've done Anselm of Canterbury, like literally everyone, Bede, except Dante, pretty much, and Virgil. So I find that really weird. Like those are the two authors I've missed. But I'll get to them soon, maybe one day. Number six. What surprised you about joining BookTube? And again, it's the community. How I love joining in on reading events. I love chatting to people. But yeah, I love how social, and I was surprised by how social it is, and I love that so much. Seven. Have your goals for your channel changed since you started? I haven't had any goals since I started, really. I just wanted to make videos, and I'm still so consistent, and I love that so much. But I kind of don't have any goals for this channel, really. I'm just going with the flow, pretty much. 8. What video are you most proud of? And there's a lot of videos I'm actually really proud of. Obviously, Hair Time, because that's such a big, ambitious project, doing all 56 of her books and talking about them here. But also, Oslit 101, that took so much work to do, especially filming them. That was like 16 videos of me recommending where to start with like Australian books pretty much and all these different topics. And it took me a year just to read a lot of them because it was so ambitious. And also some of my more sarcastic videos too, like James Joyce ranking, how to read more books. I love that video. And also, um, when I got my wisdom teeth removed and doing read alouds of Finnegan's Wake, like literally as soon as I got home from surgery, that was legendary, and I'm so proud of that. But there's a couple, but those are some of my favorites too. So yeah, I love all those videos. 9. What do you want people to feel when watching your channel? I want them to feel overwhelmed by books, really, because I upload so much. I recommend so many books. I really have taken into consideration that I recommend an insane amount of books, especially when it comes to mandatory channel reads and fun stuff like that, which I like because I have so many books to share. But yeah, I feel like overwhelmed is a good word, and I kind of like that because it gives you a nice list to read of books, pretty much. Then the last question, number 10. What's one thing you tell someone who's nervous about starting BookTube? I would say just keep uploading, push through the nervousness pretty much, because you'll find people along the way, and just keep trying. Try a lot of different things too. Try vlogs, try ranking videos, try TBRs, try tags, like literally everything. Try read alouds, reading events, like do everything you can and just test it out, really. But yeah, that's the one piece of advice I would give, and that is the BookTube Reflections Tag. If you want to do this tag, feel free because it's really fun. And yeah, thank you, Mike, for creating this tag, and that's your tag for this week. So yeah, thank you so much for watching BookTube, and I will see you next time.